I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not? You and I, there's a new
Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127, and welcome back to another episode of MMO News Today. Console Edition. Now, first and foremost, I do want you guys to excuse my voice because I am getting over being sick over the past week, and welcome back to the channel. It is so good to be back. I'm going to try and push out a few more videos this weekend and stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm probably going to slow down just a tad until my voice gets back. So if this coming week is also a little dry in uploads, that's why. But I'll give you guys the rest of the channel update at the beginning of the video because I know what you all are here for. Now in today's episode, we got several juicy news talking about a final beta coming from Black Desert Xbox, a new Tera Road Map, and also a PC level cap increase to level 70, the next Skyforge invasion and their updated roadmap, a new MMO on Nintendo Switch that is cross-play with PC, and then of course, I'll be giving you guys the usual channel updates and all that fun stuff at the end of the video. So stay tuned to the end for all that goodness, and let's go ahead and get into today's juicy stories. So first and foremost, it looks like Black Desert Online, the developers, are giving us one last open beta for the Xbox One, which is taking place on, guess what guys, Valentine's Day. Starts from February 14th and goes all the way to February 17th. They haven't given too many specific details about this beta. However, you will need to download a brand new beta client to participate. So keeping your old beta client isn't going to give you access to this open beta. There have been no updates or anything like that for preloading and stuff like that. I'm going to assume you can download it the day it's live, just like the last open beta. But as you guys know, I'll give you the details on that when those arise from the developers. Now, next we have a new roadmap for Tera Console, judging for the first quarter of this year. So this looks like it's going to be a 4-part roadmap. I'm guessing by the way they're doing this, they're going to release one every quarter. So this is the one covering January, February, and March. And we got some pretty actually sweet updates coming to Tera Console. Now, as you guys can see, you've already seen everything that we've, had with January and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and start with February. We finally get the Hold raid, which is going to be a 20-man raid on console. I believe it's a 30-player raid on PC. It's been reduced to 24 for console. My assumption is because, for performance reasons and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I'm glad it's still, a pretty massive raid. 20 players is still a lot. I'm just glad it didn't get reduced to like 10 or 15 players or anything like that. So I'm actually pretty happy to see that. It says the Elder Dragon Virgos is vying for the converted title of deadliest boss ever in Hold, a 20-player raid with 4 phases choked full of danger. Do you have what it takes to defeat his evil schemes? Now for March, we're going to be getting a new dungeon called Mango Mire. Some dungeons test your skill, others your damage per second, but this max level 5-player dungeon will test your powers of observation like never before. The monstrous Cyclops Maglemore cannot be trusted, and you'll need to both search the dungeon for clues as to intentions to pay close attention to his declarations during combat. Good luck. Looks like a dungeon with some funny mechanics. Kind of reminds me of one that we just recently got, which actually is still driving me crazy, and I've yet to get it clear to this day. But it looks like for April, that's going to be our next really, really big update. There's so much more happening this month in Tera that Tera, it's almost a brand new game. In this major content update, we're introducing 2 new dungeons. We finally get the Ellen Gunner class, new gear progression, new enchanting systems, and more. Also an anniversary celebration. Now I'm going to assume the new gear and enchanting system is going to be the one that's on PC now, that involves like the gems and the crystals and stuff like that. I don't think it's too heavy on like the whole Alcahest and feedstock grind anymore. I don't know exactly how this new grind works. I just know it's very dependent on like gems and gold. So if you guys don't know any information about that you want to share in the comments, be sure to go ahead and drop that in the comments below and let me know how that works. But you guys know I'll be releasing guides on that once I learn about that new pattern and stuff. But anyway, that's going to close it up for the Tera portion of this video. So in case you guys haven't seen, Skyforge has actually underwent a lot of changes, and me personally, I just haven't got around to covering those or checking them out yet. If you recall in some of my last videos for Skyforge, I was actually complaining a lot and saying that Skyforge needed a better catch-up system. Well, Skyforge's leveling system has once again been totally revamped, and the biggest thing I've been hearing right now from some players is it seems to favor newer players and doesn't give much for veteran and hardcore players. It seems to favor more of the new players and the returning crowd, which I'm not going to say is a bad thing, but I do feel, you know, veteran players, they also need to be rewarded in this system as well. But I personally haven't had any hands-on time experience with this new system yet, so I don't want to say for sure. I'm just going off of the word of mouth that I've been hearing since, you know, the update has went out. But for Skyforge's roadmap, it looks like, as you guys know, in January we had the Hentai distortions. The Reapers of Death invasion has also started, which is also the invasion that brought along this new gear system change. And then for February we have the Mysteries of Love event, which is the Valentine's Day event. And then we also have the end of the Pantheon Wars, which also means that since this is Season 2, Xbox players will finally have access to the first expansion, the Thea Planet, on their platform sometime in the middle of February. I'm going to assume it's right when the Pantheon Wars ends. So I would probably say sometime mid-February. Expect an update that brings us the Mysteries of Love event and the Thea expansion on Skyforge Xbox. And PS4 players, you guys should also be able to get your Pantheon banners around that time as well. And then also for the new planet and new alien race, that has actually been pushed back to March. The developers did say that they apologized. Things were a little bit bigger than they expected, but it's one of Skyforge's first major expansions in a long time, so I'm not too upset about that. I'm just grateful that we finally have new content coming. As you guys know, new enemies, unknown planet, probably new dungeons, raids, and stuff like that to accompany all this new content. And they also have a question mark for whatever else is to come in March. So it seems like they're listening so far. You got to give the Skyforge developers some credit. We have a revamped system. We have new content. Now let's just hope they bring that samurai along one day, and then I'll be really excited. Nintendo Switch players, are you guys dying for an MMO? Well, you guys might have one of the most superior versions of an MMO out on all platforms and PC right now. Onigiri. As you guys know, I've covered Onigiri a couple times on this channel. My biggest complaint with it is it's just not optimized very well. I do make a yearly series on it. I didn't bother making one for 2018 because the results, to my opinion, even after playing it on enhanced consoles, it hadn't changed much since 2017, so I didn't bother making a video. But Onigiri is a anime-based Japanese MMO, and it's out now on Nintendo Switch, but it's also cross-play with Steam. So that's going to be a really big network and good economy for that version. I was actually kind of surprised that the PS4 nor Xbox One version were merged into there. At least just, you know, one of those platforms. I know getting them both onto there probably wouldn't work out well, and probably have a lot of certification to go. But I'm just really surprised that neither of those versions were included. But anyway, it looks like Onigiri on Switch and Steam might be one of the better versions in the end. Only time will tell. That came out January 30th. So if you have a Nintendo Switch, go ahead and get your MMO on. Now, last but not least, guys, we're going to talk about some channel news and updates for what's going on with the YouTube channel. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am still a bit sick, so there's going to be a couple uploads this weekend, and then I'm probably going to take it easy a bit throughout the beginning of the week, just until my voice clears up some. But for starters, I want to announce and let you guys know, I officially decided that I will be bringing Anthem to the channel. One big mistake I made on my channel was Destiny and Destiny 2 were heavily requested on my YouTube channel, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was just kind of very underconfident about covering either of those games, and that's just part of the YouTube learning process. So I kind of steered away from getting heavily into it, making guides and stuff like that. I just wasn't really confident in my ability in Destiny, but I do feel a little bit better and a bit more comfortable with Anthem, so I am definitely going to give covering Anthem a shot and making guides and videos and tutorials for this game. Also, another game I do want to bring on my channel is a new Battle Royale, I guess MOBA-ish and shooter hybrid, as I'm sure you guys have seen, called Apex Legends, which just came out on Monday. I do feel like, there's a lot of potential with this game. I do think it's a lot better than the average typical battle royales out here right now, and I think there's a lot of different content I could make, especially since it's a shooter that seems to dive a little bit into other genres. Anyway, I just wanted to test the waters out on that and see how it works with the channel, see if you guys like it. The game's been getting a lot of positive reception overall, and honestly, I think if there's any shooter that deserves to be on my channel, as you guys know, I've made some Call of Duty videos and stuff like that, I think this one does. I think this one definitely would have a place here, and I think this may be something you guys would enjoy to see, especially since the game is free to play, cosmetic only, and it's honestly a lot of fun. If you like shooters in any way, shape, or form, I would honestly encourage you to give Apex Legends a shot. It is probably the best battle royale I've ever played. At least that's just to my personal opinion. So make sure you guys, as always, leave feedback and everything in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think about the games that I want to bring to the channel. Let me know about the kind of stuff you guys want to see and how you feel about some of the things mentioned in today's episode. Anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that thumbs up button for me, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tenek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.